There it is.
Welcome to Steak Saturday, episode number 7, presented by...
No one.
There you go.
And also watched by no one.
Also watched by no one. Hi, hello everybody.
We got
This is your... Oh, wow, look at... I gotta... feel like it's... like I'm half man, half amazing right now. There we go. Hi. Hello, everybody. It's your Uncle T-Bone.
Hello, peasants.
I'm going to tell you a story about the ribeye. Anyway, we made ribeyes today. They were very good, actually. Today we have Jay's kid, Bethany, and her boyfriend, Antonio / Push and Boots / Greg.
George.
Or George, sorry. George. I almost called you Greg.
now Antonio's old Greg.
Greg.
George, Greg,
Greg, George,
I mean,
yeah.
George could be Greg.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Somebody needs to move their fucking car.
I got you.
Get your normal name back. That'd be great. Anyway, what's up with the car, by the way? Can I just have it?
No.
That's my making, man. That's me.
I'm gonna hit it with my truck one of these days.
It's okay.
I thought you were going to like 2 Tuesdays ago.
Yeah, I was already looking for another front bumper and a side. I was looking for a front bumper. I don't know if you're gonna side swipe it or not. I was looking for a side panel.
I don't know. We'll see what the weather does. Maybe
Just
I'll
let me know.
slide right
so
into it.
So I
I
know
don't
what
know.
to get to replace.
Yeah.
And if I need like framework, then I can sell it to you.
I'm pretty sure my truck would just drive all
I'm
over.
pretty
drive
sure,
right
I'm
over
pretty sure
it.
my Volvo would just stay where it's at, and your truck would get messed up.
No, God, no.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think of the ribeye steak tonight?
It was delicious. It's
The
very
seasoning was good.
good.
I
The
thought it was-
seasoning was...
I thought it was
so good.
perfectly cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was
actually.
pretty damn good. Yeah.
Now, I'm always trying to replicate what a restaurant does when you go to like a steakhouse, and I would say that's probably I've made it better than what they've done.
I think this is good, but you've made a better
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think every steak that I've had here is better than steakhouse steak.
it's true.
And I feel
But
like the difference here is like it's not a worker, it's Uncle T-Bone, it's love. It's not, you're not doing it as a job. You're doing it because you want to.
Yeah,
You enjoy it.
Sit down.
At steakhouses, it's almost like, oh, fuck, I gotta go in.
Yeah.
I gotta make this steak.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, it's not red enough. Fuck. Well, you know.
that's true. Unless you go to like a
I-
5-star restaurant or something, then it's completely different.
All right.
I think those chefs that work in those scenarios do it because they love
They
to
love it, yeah.
cook, and so that's kind of a thing. And I'm not a chef by no means. I'm not saying I'm not a chef. Most of the stuff, besides the steak, the rest of the shit was instant.
You know, now
So-
that you say that, I've only been to 3 higher class like steak areas.
Mm-hmm.
The one in Cali when I was down there last time, I went to New Suarez, the Salt Bay Steakhouse.
Mhm.
They're not very seasoned, but they are very tender.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
that's
it's almost a cut of meat at
Yeah,
the same time.
yeah.
Yeah. If you get a prime aged situation, it's gonna be tender.
yeah. And I've had a bit of Wagyu out there, and it's never this seasoned ever. But it's Wagyu, you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the meat that
Yeah.
sells it. Yeah, I would agree with that. What are your thoughts?
I've only ever been to like Outback
Yeah.
and Longhorn, and your steaks are way better. Way better. Way better than either.
I would agree with that, except for like, what I want to do is get a smoker. Once we make more money, that's first on my priority. And I think maybe getting a big prime rib and smoking it for 8 hours. That sounds delightful.
Damn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds money right there.
That
Really
sounds.
good.
And in
Sounds
fact,
really
we
good.
can start smoking anything at that point.
Yeah.
The ham for Easter.
Ooh, smoked
You guys
ham.
had smoked wings?
Ooh.
Ooh,
We could do that
smoked
too.
wings are
We
fire.
do that too.
Yeah,
do
nothing wrong with
that
that. Yeah.
If
nothing
you
wrong
get a
with
smoker.
that. So yeah.
Do you need a big smoker?
Hey.
Because there's.
I saw a smoker and it was like $600 or $700 somewhere around there, and I think that would be okay with us. I mean, It's not like we're feeding hundreds of people. I don't need one of those big old trailers to haul my smoker to different areas.
T-bones barbecue, man.
I don't want to do that.
T-bone steaks.
Well, we talked about making a restaurant at one time. And that would be fun. Now, don't get me wrong, that'd be way fun to actually cook in a restaurant. But I don't have time for that. That would only be like a weekend thing.
Nobody's got time for that.
Not yet.
I could see you, like if you win the Powerball or something, I could see you creating a restaurant and going and cooking in it for fun.
Yeah.
As a rich
I
guy.
could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would even if it was just like a diner. Just go over there and make random things.
T-bone diner.
Yeah,
Teeth diner.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would probably buy like there's a diner north Fort Collins called the Ever Open Cafe.
I know the Ever Open
I don't think you'd be able to
Cafe.
buy that.
I would buy it. I don't know if I'd buy it either, but
I think that the owners are like cents. No,
I don't think you'd
you'd be able to buy
they've
it.
You're
been
probably
there
right.
since the 50s.
yeah, you're probably right.
Know.
And
You think they don't want to retire?
I think they're retired.
I think they want to get into their family.
I think it is a
Yeah.
family.
I think it's family.
Yeah. 'Cause
so it would be something like
okay,
that.
yeah.
I would
like
buy
a
something
mom
like
and
that.
pop,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, that'd be way cool. It's crazy because I don't know how to make all the other shit like meatloaf. I don't know, no clue how to make that
You
shit.
can make it.
Make it gluten free.
That's Bethany's dream, is to make a gluten-free restaurant.
Maybe majority of the shit will be gluten free.
Maybe we can make
You
it all
know?
gluten free.
I mean, if I'm gonna cook burgers and stuff for people, I don't want to be like it's gluten free bun. No,
don't have to
it'll
know.
just be a normal bun, but
They don't even know.
we will have the option of gluten free as well. So that would be nice. Either way, yeah, it'd be.
But you
it'd be
can't
cool.
upcharge us. It's a hate crime.
I'm gonna totally upcharge you.
It is.
It's crazy.
It's really expensive.
So this week, I love talking about the week that we had, and it was a very chill week for us.
How was the snow for you guys?
Pretty chill week.
End of the week.
We worked in. It wasn't that cold. Once you get to moving, we worked in this garage on Friday. Was it Friday?
It was Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday was chilly. There wasn't very much snow there.
Yeah.
But once you get to moving,
Yeah.
you don't really notice it. You know.
I look outside and I see all the clouds and I notice it right away. Notice it right away. No
I
sun-
think
no
you
sunshine.
should, for the rest of your life, as long as you live here in Fort Collins, Colorado, just expect the fact that it's going to snow again
I'll cry.
in the middle of April. Yeah.
In May when it snows again, I'll cry.
It's just where we live. That's how it is. We have
Hey, Dad.
a crazy snowstorm.
Let's move out of the country.
Yeah, let's go.
I heard you're a citizen of the Philippines.
Well, in a technical, based on technicalities.
I think.
I'm not a citizen of the Philippines, but because my wife is Filipino.
I think you should. We should move there, and you could dominate the electrical-ish everything there because
I
what
could.
I've seen is just trash booty work.
Another happening of the week is that my wife, who is Filipino and lives in the Philippines, was telling me about a power pole that was on fire.
Oh my god!
Great.
Wow. Wow.
Why
And it was a
is it
scary
fire?
thing.
Wow.
I believe it.
And
Why-
she was like, "Have you ever worked on a pole that was on fire?" I was like, "No,
No, never happens here.
doesn't
No.
happen here."
That's not. We
Well,
have safety protocols here. So
speaking of your wife, she's really worried about this Steak Saturday thing.
She is a little bit.
Why is she worried?
Due to the how I cook the steak.
Oh wait.
It's too red. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she'll be like, "That's raw."
that's raw. That's raw meat.
And I'm like, "No, man, like that's what it's supposed to look like." I'll Google like what perfectly cooked steak and
It's red.
send her a picture, and it's like that's what it's supposed to look like. But she's
Everybody
scared.
thinks that. I thought
That
that,
is raw. She's scared,
years
but
and years ago.
she eats. People where she's at eat the egg and the bones and everything in it. So
Yeah,
I don't
the
know how.
balut.
I think the
Did
blood
you
in
have
the,
one?
No,
I think
No?
No.
I think if you're gonna eat the bird and the bones and all that insides, you could eat some raw meat.
the doom egg. I
The
call
balloon
it
The
the
doom egg.
I call it the doom egg.
From the game? Doom?
No,
That's so funny.
Just because
Why do you call it the Dume?
because it's
Tell me.
awful.
It's all.
Awful.
It's got spice in it.
does it smell weird?
How do you know it's not going to enhance your life?
I don't care.
My father would always say this. It was his favorite saying. How do you know you're not going to like it if you never tried it?
There's some things, man.
Like what?
Like,
Don't get me wrong. I have
what
one
was it?
thing.
Jeremy's house pickled what? I was like,
Oh,
no.
oh,
I
like
have-
pickled
I have-
pork skin?
I'm
I have
good.
one thing that I
Pickled-
will never try
okay.
because it looks fucked up, and that's pig's feet.
No, that's yucky.
Oh, you don't like pig's feet at all?
I've never tried it.
You didn't try it when I
It-
brought it to you in
every-
No,
Manila?
he didn't.
No, I did not.
No, he did not.
No, I did not.
No, he did not.
Dude,
You didn't even try it.
I didn't
so,
try it.
adding on to like the pig's feet, eating pig's feet, you guys know why, like ethnicities and people who mostly eat a lot of pig's feet and whatnot look so young? It's because of the gelatinous properties that they're eating from the pig's feet. That's like the collagen and everything. That's
Collagen.
that's what keeps them like young.
You can also just like supplement with just collagen, and then you don't have to eat disgusting.
You are supplementing yourself with collagen by eating it.
Yeah, I know.
actually.
Well, I know, but you don't have to.
So tonight we're drinking. I'm drinking Fat Tire. I also bought some Avalanche Amber Ale made in Breckenridge, Colorado. Fat Tire is brewed in Fort Collins. If you guys want to sponsor us, thanks.
Okay.
Fat tire.
Fat Tire brought to you
Sponsor.
by Steak Night. Brought to you by
Sponsor
Fat
Steak
Tire.
Night.
Yeah, I just want somebody to give me free beer. That's what-
Yeah.
that would be
You probably
ideal.
need a Fat Tire mug to get a little.
Yeah, your
You know,
mug
that would be ideal.
You know,
Yeah.
I think
I think they'll notice you when your mug matches.
I think some Fat Tire mugs would be a nice addition to the.
Do they even make those?
If
That's
we
what
could-
I do.
Sure
I
they
drink
do.
We
beer
could
and I
custom
You
make
could
something.
just go there to the brewery and just
New Belgium.
yeah, see if they make them or see if they have something on display. In fact, one of these days, you're going to drive us. Me and Jay will just probably go jump to brewery to brewery and just try different random beers.
Yeah, man. If you go down there by New Belgium, there's like a whole bunch of breweries.
There is.
There's
And
like
they're
eight.
all like
There's
they're
like
all
eight.
like
Where
right
I play
there.
cornhole, there's that brewery.
They all have games.
And
They
then
all
there's-
do.
Oh, what is that like? The one kind of by LeMay?
Yeah,
They're
I
all
know
right
which one.
there,
I know which
yeah.
one.
Down
that
there
one?
by like the
Odell's?
Yeah.
Is it Odell?
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it is
Odell's,
Odell's,
yeah, that's where I go to play
Odell's,
cornhole. Yeah,
Odell's.
and then just down the street, there's another brewery.
you
There's
know-
like
do you know
8
Nate?
right there.
Nathaniel?
No,
He works there. Yeah, no. Sounds like you're low. You're normal there.
do you know John? Yes,
I don't know.
I met a John once.
You're. What is
I
it?
did meet a John once.
His
I
name
do
was
know
John Spicer. We called him John Boy back when we were young.
John Boy.
Yeah, he was
John.
crazy. He was a crazy dude.
Johnny Boy.
I know.
I'm
I
sure
know
he still is a
Johnny.
crazy dude.
I know John.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
met one John. I know two Johns. I called him Dirty John. He was my coworker.
Damn,
Dirty
good
John.
music is
Old
on
man
now.
John.
Sheep
So-
John.
It's good.
I like this.
This is a door dance song. I was gonna go door dance, but I never
No.
did it. But yeah, this is a good. This is actually my nephew singing.
Really?
Yeah. His name is Dominic Blind Woman.
No. Blind
Yeah.
woman?
Yep. Yeah, it's
His
my
last name's
my
Blind
brother's. My brother. Yeah, you didn't know my last name
I
was
did
Blind
not
Woman?
know.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow.
Theo Blind Woman. Wow.
Yeah, Theo Blind Woman. Yeah.
Theodore Blind.
Yep. My real name in
Uncle
English
T-Bone.
is Bull Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Bull Killer Blind Woman.
No, it would just be Bull.
Oh, just Bull Killer.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That we didn't really have last names back in those days.
Yeah.
It was just the name. In fact, I get the joke every time I tell this to, not to make racist things, but every time I tell people that are not educated in Native American culture, I tell them, "Oh, this is my last name," and then they'll ask me the question in a joking manner. Was that the first thing your mom saw when you were born? No, it's not. That's not how it never goes. You know.
Oh, just because you got the name Bull Killer.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
oh, my son.
Yeah, I'll get random racial comments when I tell them about my heritage. Even with blind women, I've gotten a lot of that. It's crazy, but I don't care. In fact, the only time I actually ever felt racism was in Wyoming. I went to get a P.O. box when I first moved there.
Okay.
And I went to the post office.
Oh.
And, I'm standing in line because
Was it
it's
an old
always,
white lady?
no, it was a young white lady.
It's
A
even
young
worse.
white
That's
lady.
even worse.
She was
That's
worse.
worse.
That's
That's
even
worse. That's
And
funnier.
I remember giving her my
These are
ID and
mom.
my debit card, and I'm like, "Can I get a PO box?" And she's like, "Great." And she looked at my ID and she was like, "That's your last name?" I'm like, yeah, it is. She's like, "Are you Indian?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm Native American." Yes. She's like, "Did you get made fun of in high school?" I'm like, "No." And I was trying to be cool about it.
She's
I'm
just
like,
trying to
"No."
kind of like pick your buttons.
Yeah,
Poke your buttons.
I said no. I went to school with a bunch of native kids, so we all had kind of crazy last names.
Yeah, it's normal.
And then she just looked me dead in the eye and said, "I would have made fun of you.
Oh,
Wow.
hell no.
What a bitch.
Damn.
Can I
What
just
a bitch.
get a box, please?"
Like, just get the P.O. box?
And she's like, "Yeah, here, it's going to be this much. Here's your receipt. This box number, give me the keys." I was like, "Thanks." It was so weird. So weird. So yeah, I've ran into plenty of racism in my day. It's crazy. But not here in Fort Collins. That's why I
around
love it here. Because nobody gives two shits. And once they find out, they're not usually being racist, but they'll ask me stupid
I
questions.
was gonna say they're probably stupid though. They're not being mean.
once
but
they find
are
out-
educated.
I'm native.
Ignorant.
The ignorant.
And Jay
Ignorant.
has seen this. In fact, just recently we are at a place, and she said she was part native, which it sounded pretty good, like legit. She did sound Native American, or at least a part. But other people have said, I think they're all Cherokee. Like they got a Cherokee.
It's always Cherokee.
Their grandmother was a Cherokee princess.
Yeah.
Like so many Cherokees live in northern Colorado, which is not true,
No,
but
no.
it sounds good. So yeah, it happens quite a bit.
Not only is it not true to begin with, but if their great grandmother was a Cherokee princess, that probably was not a voluntary thing.
No.
So
No.
Yeah, not at all.
Just
actually.
saying.
Back in those days,
the odds
it
that
never
that was
good thing. Yeah, and there was no real princess situation either.
No.
Native Americans didn't really look at it as lineage. You know what I mean? It was always just the strongest is the best. You know what I mean? So there was never a lineage situation. So when I hear Cherokee princess, I already know that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Totally bullshit.
that's
Yeah.
ignorant.
Ignorant, yeah. And Jay's actually seen this numerous times. Just being my friend as well as working together.
When we were working together, we'd go to a customer. I don't know how many times that happened, but I was shocked at how much it does happen.
It's crazy.
Not even in the same sense, but like where I work, my dad and I, we're the only Spanish speakers where we work. Only ones. We're the only colored people where we work. So we put on after lunch is the only time my dad puts on reggaeton, like vibey, like upbeat, like Mexican rap, whatever. And every time, there's always one person who's always like, I don't even understand this shit. Like they're always just like complaining. And then they come to me and they're like, what are they saying? And I'm like, well, they're saying all this. And then they're like, well, what was your first language? And I was like, well, my first language was Spanish. But I learned English and then they just go on and on and I'm just like, I just end it. I'm always like, you're talking all this shit. You grew up in the United States. You had classes in your school to get you to this level. You could.
See, a part of me is a little biased about that because we were forced to speak English. They took kids to school and we were punished to speak our own language. You know what I mean? As Native American people that were living here first, they took kids to boarding school,
change you guys.
and they cut our hair. They did all kinds of stuff
To assimilate you guys.
and they did not want us to speak our language. So there's a part of me of like, okay, I was forced to speak this language. I still speak it. Don't get me wrong. When somebody from another country comes here and they don't speak the language, it drives me up the wall. Mainly when you live here. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I am not against knowing your heritage. That's great that you speak Spanish. It's great that you speak English as well because this is the primary language that we're in. But because I have this thing where we were forced to learn this. Forced. And if you were not participant, you ended up dead.
Yeah.
Essentially, as kids, think about that. As kids, as a baby, as a 7-year-old kid, if you didn't learn it, they killed you. You know, cut your hair out, put you in a grave,
And
stuff,
those
yeah.
schools that they would force natives into were very often Catholic schools and forced
Religion.
religion.
Yeah.
We
Religion
probably
as
shouldn't
well.
dive into that too much.
Language, religion.
If we said we were gonna get controversial.
I know, we're going to get super controversial.
We're not getting controversial.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get racist. It's okay.
No, I'm not racist.
These three get racist when they start drinking.
I'm not
They
racist.
start drinking.
I gotta be honest. I don't feel like I am not racist. If I meet people, if you're cool, I'm cool. You know, if I'm fucking with somebody, it means I'm fucking with them for life. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I keep my circle small, but it's pretty diverse. My circle. You know, and I don't give a shit what color you are, who you are. No, don't get me wrong. I love racist jokes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love
Oh,
racist
yeah.
jokes.
We're not
you know.
going to tell any racist jokes.
We are
on
not
here.
going to say any racist jokes,
No,
but,
we're
but I love them because they're hilarious. They're hilarious. And if you knew, like, I have black friends, I have Mexican friends, you know, everything under the sun. And so if you knew their lives and knew how they lived, and you heard somewhat racist joke, and there's a little bit of truth to it, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a little bit hilarious.
And I'd say, like, back in the 90s, that was way more acceptable to do something that's not acceptable in the name of being funny.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the
That's
90s
true,
was
yeah.
the age of the whole hard R thing where you can say
Yeah.
you can say it that way, but you can't say it that way,
You guys
right?
live like that?
That's in the 90s, that was
Yeah,
the
the
rule.
90s.
You guys said hard R's in the 90s?
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
the way
okay.
That was the
Okay.
can't-
Oh, I was like,
Hard
damn.
R is racist.
No.
The other one is
You can
like
say
slang.
cracker, you
Not
can't
cra-
say cracker.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the rule in the
yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
It doesn't fly
It
anymore.
It
Now
does
it's-
not
The
fly
rule
anymore.
now is like you have to be that race. to
Yeah.
say
I
that.
beg to differ.
That's the
Or at
only-
least-
that's
at
the
least
pretty
not
much the
white.
rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay, yeah, you
kind of
can't
can't
be
be
white.
white and say that
You
stuff.
can't be. you
No,
can't be white.
you know, I've had black friends. I've called them that, and you know, it was never out of hate. Honestly, it was never out of hate, but it was just a fun thing. And the one black friend that was here for Steak Saturday, he just gave it right back to me.
Most
Yeah,
awkward
exactly.
night of
And
my
Jay
life.
was just sitting there. He's like,
We had a black guy here. We had Theo, and the black guy's girlfriend was here. She's white. And there's me. I'm white. And we were out there. It was the summertime. It was nice. It's cool. We're having a good time. And it's just
Back
Theo
and forth,
and the
yeah.
guy. The guy's saying native jokes, and Theo saying black people jokes. And me and the girlfriend just sitting there like,
They
Yeah.
can't laugh.
yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've never.
Very
I don't
uncomfortable
think
for
I would
white
ever. I don't think I would ever say something to be mean or
Derogatory.
hateful or
Yeah.
yeah.
See, the thing is,
Yeah.
is like not like it's there really is like two sides to every race. The like really, it's the educated side and the uneducated side.
oh sure, yeah.
I would agree with that.
And the
What did you
uneducated
say?
side, the uneducated side, the poor side, the bad side is the side that does get slurred.
Yeah.
But
It reminds me of Dune 2.
oh,
We're gonna talk about this. We're totally gonna talk about this. The Ben and if you haven't watched Dune 2, you should. If you haven't watched it yet, do
Spoilers.
not listen to this podcast.
Spoiler alert.
Turn it off. The Ben and Gesserit.
Theo just got rid of our one viewer because they didn't want to do.
they were like, oh, dude.
What was a racist?
They're like, I'm
a
out.
racist situation.
Racism to Dune.
For reals, there is one viewer. Don't scare them away.
Don't scare them away.
Well, I wanted to talk about Dune because I love that movie. I went to watch it 8 times in the theater.
We
12
went twice.
times.
We went
Yeah.
twice.
I went twice.
Yeah, he went
Theo
twice.
went 12 times.
We went twice.
8
We went
times.
We went twice.
Eight
We went
times.
twice.
Yeah, 8 times. I thought about buying it for $30, but
buying it.
$30.
I don't know. It's going to be on HBO
probably
Max at some
spent more
point.
than
Yeah.
So I'm
$10
going
going to the
to
movie 12
be
times.
Not
patient
if
for
you put a
HBO Max.
number.
That's what I was saying, man. I think like if you go into the theater and watch it 8 times in the movie theater, they should just give you like a.
They should
Oh,
just
They
give
should
you-
give me a digital copy.
digital copy.
Yeah.
Like,
I like-
You've won this from spending so much. Here
Yeah.
you go.
Well, I didn't spend a lot.
I see. I told you.
He does have the.
I have the
Cinemark,
membership thing.
Yeah.
Tuesdays were the night to go.
I know.
It's like just
Tuesdays.
under $6 a ticket. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
Tuesday's
awesome.
the best movie.
In fact, that's the last time we went and watched it. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was awesome.
Last week, huh?
Yeah, last
Yeah, I
week.
were
was
that
Yeah.
Wednesday
mad,
again.
traumatized.
Yeah, I was trying to tell her I had 3 tickets.
I know.
And I was going to try to take Soraya, but Soraya, her sleep schedule was crazy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if you want to go. And I went to go wake you up or holler at you, and you were slobber was coming out of your
I was
mouth.
sleeping.
Yeah, she farted.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah, it scared me.
One of those,
It
huh?
was
I doubt that.
She's not going to go to the movie, Jay.
She's not gonna go to the movie.
She let me know very loudly.
She sounds really relaxed right now.
Relax.
So back to Dune 2, the Ben and Gesserit.
Yes.
The mother turns into
the
Like the Messiah.
the grandmother.
the mother, yeah,
Reverend Mother.
Reverend
Mother, yeah,
Reverend
yeah.
Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first thing she does in her little plot and scheme was
Singled out that girl.
she wanted to
Yeah.
influence the non-believers, and she started with
The weak.
The weak, yeah, which I thought was interesting. That's
Yeah.
an interesting.
And the way she went
Hey,
about it
yeah.
is, it's almost like how she was talking about it. She was gonna do it like intimidatingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a weird way, yeah,
Yeah, in a way. And because
crazy.
she was talking to her daughter, and she was like, "We need to go after the weakest. We need to go after the ones."
Right?
Yeah.
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 Uh huh.
And it kind of feels that same way with our weird government that we have. I feel like
yeah.
one candidate loves to go after
Oh.
the uneducated, the weak
Oh.
Yeah.
situation.
And it's the worst one.
Yeah, it's the worst
It's
one.
the
The
worst
worst
one.
one.
And,
I don't know. I
Well-
feel like they both do this.
and they do in a
Feel
sense,
like-
but the other,
Wow. Oh wow.
which ones are the Trumpers, the Republicans?
Again, I don't
Yeah.
want to. I
Oh,
don't want to
right.
specify
Oh,
what here.
Whoa, okay. So we'll
We
say
might have Trumpers or.
no,
Our viewer might be a
I'm-
Trump.
I'm not.
They're
okay.
gone.
They're gone.
They're
We
gone.
lost them. We brought up.
We lost them
Trump.
with Ben and Gesserit.
Did it?
Well, okay, yeah, okay, you're right. Let's not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But what I do think is, but yeah, he's right. Both sides kind of cater to one specific group of
To
people.
their group.
Crazy.
And I wish people would see that. You know what I mean?
It's so black and white nowadays. You're either white or you're either black.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
seeing-
yeah.
You're black and you're seeing you're
Yeah.
white, and you can't see
I-
both sides and turn your
I'm
brain
on
in.
I'm on a dating site, and I see a lot of, if you voted for this person,
Don't.
swipe left. You know what I mean? And that's so crazy to me. Like, why does my political affiliation have to do with dating me? You know what I mean? And that sucks. It's almost prejudice at that point. You know what I mean? It sucks. And I've had that wicked dating history in my life. We were talking about this earlier. My dating life has been fucking crazy. Right?
What would you say? What would be your top 3 like worst dating experiences?
No names.
No names.
No names.
No names.
We're not calling anybody out.
Probably the one that just got out of prison.
Okay.
What?
that-
Prison?
Yeah, so I met her at a Buffalo Wild Wings here in Fort Collins.
Here.
And it was
Yeah,
that's not-
we had such a great time. Great time. She was awesome. She was cool. We drank beer, we ate some wings, we were drinking, and she's like, I have to leave at 9:30. And I was like, whoa, what?
To the way.
Okay. She's like, I just have to be in my house by 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh, okay. And, come 9:30, she's like, you should walk me to my car. So walk her to her car, and we make out at her car. And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm having such a good time. Are you having a good time? And she was like, yeah, I'm having a great time. I want to see you again. But this is where I dropped the bomb. I'm like, okay, why do you have to be home? And she lifts up her pant leg, and she has an ankle monitor.
One of those bad boys, huh?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I'm trying to be open about things. I'm like, okay. what happened?
Things happen sometimes, you know.
Yeah, things happen. Yeah, people just, go off the rails or something, whatever it may be.
So what happened?
You don't throw a life away just because it's banged up a little bit. That's
No.
always been my
No.
thing. And so I'm thinking, okay, drugs,
See, I can see
whatever,
through it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, are you on probation? What's happening? She told me the story. She's on parole, and she killed a man in Texas, murdered him, and she just got out on parole. And I was like, see you later.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Don't get me wrong. She was the nicest person. She's a very nice person.
So was it like a planned thing, or was it like a accidental?
I didn't really ask too many questions because I didn't really want to know. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Don't get me wrong. She was a nice person. Great person.
I'm sure she was. I bet she had a lot
that's
of
a
time
huge
to-
red flag for me.
That'd be a red flag.
Yeah, that's a red flag for
Murder?
me.
Did you know about her?
What's what?
The girl that just got out of prison that was with you?
No. What?
Well, you're gonna have to go watch the podcast. You missed it.
I'll inform you in a bit.
So the second one would be, I just started talking to her on a dating site. We made plans to go to a dinner. We were gonna meet there because I feel like the first date you always gotta meet them. You know what I mean?
you can't.
I don't want to drive to their house.
Meet on
Yeah,
first
picking
time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And about 20 minutes before we were gonna meet there, she texted me and said, "Can you send me $20 for gas money so I can come meet you?" It's like, no, can't do it. No, come on now,
No.
get out of here.
No.
Get out of here. It's the worst.
No, I
yeah.
can't.
At that point, she should have just asked you to pick her up.
Or meet closer. Why do you need that much gas?
Yeah, yeah,
$20 for
yeah,
gas?
$20. That's
That's a
you can
steep
do a lot of
gas.
That's a
driving.
lot of gas.
Steep
What if
gas.
you drive a fucking diesel truck?
I don't know.
I feel like she has 10 dates lined up that day, and
And
all of
that
them
gas
she's
is
gonna.
for all of them. That
She's gonna-
$20 is for all
Yeah,
of them.
she's
What time
gonna
was
call
your date at,
each
like,
one and be like,
like
"Give me
seven.
$20 for gas."
Yeah.
And she has time
That's
for like
worse.
another 4 dates after 7.
I feel like that sounds like a lucrative process,
Yeah.
and maybe I should do this. But yeah,
Hello.
so that would be number 2. I don't know. I'd have to really think about what would number 3 be, but
Oh, she's so stinky. She's so stinky.
yeah, dating has been such a weird process, and I commend you, Jay, because you found somebody that's fucking sounds like she's awesome.
She's so awesome.
Except for the red meat part. And if she watches this later,
She watches them.
we will get you involved with the red meat at some point.
We've been plotting and scheming on this.
Yes.
So
We'll start. We'll cook. Theo will cook the steak.
Well done.
Well done.
I used to
Yes.
get mine well done. He used to do it for me.
How
Yeah.
long
And then
did
we'll-
you shoot for?
We'll slowly get her
Taper
into the,
down.
yeah, and she will notice
He
the
did that-
difference
he did that to
between
me.
well done and medium rare.
You know,
Yeah.
did that to
what's
me.
crazy?
And
I
now
used to
you
be well
you
done.
like it when it's
Yeah,
cooked
yeah.
You know
properly,
what's
right?
crazy? I feel Big T-Bone over here could make a bitchin' well done steak.
Sure.
It was good always.
Probably,
it was good
yeah.
always.
I don't know. I've never had a well. I've
Yeah.
had like
I've had a well
steak.
done T-bone steak.
Yeah, I made hers well done one
He
time.
he
Yeah.
used to always make mine well done. He did the same thing to me.
Yeah.
The exact same plan. Mine used to be well done. I didn't like
No, it's
bloody
red.
meat.
No, it's bloody.
I know.
It's not blood,
He
actually.
did the same thing to me.
What do they call that? It's not really blood. Yeah,
Hemoglobin?
there you go.
You know
Yeah.
hemoglobin is blood, right?
It's blood.
Sounds like the same
What,
word.
That whole thing is a joke. They say
Technically, they have drained the blood from the animal before they
drain
cut
the
the animal up, and the blood is completely gone.
So I'm gonna tell
No.
you it is blood because I have an anemic deficiency, and when I eat something that something that I'm allergic to, it sends me into that hemoglobin shock. Hemoglobin shock is when my blood cells literally start rupturing at a rapid rate. So it is blood cells. It's hemoglobin.
Yeah, but it's not blood. It's hemoglobin.
That's
it's blood.
Let's specify this specifically
It's
here.
blood.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
That whole thing around that was a joke.
You know what? I think he's right.
Where they'll have a steak, it's like on TikTok, and they're like, have a steak. The red stuff in your steak is not blood. It's actually called Stop Being a Little Bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's blood.
Oh, it's called myoglobin, not hemoglobin.
Myoglobin.
My
Yeah,
bad,
there you
my
go.
bad.
Yeah.
So hemoglobin is the blood. Myoglobin is
Blood.
It's blood. It's blood.
it's water and the myoglobin cells that are released when the meat is cut.
Oh, so what's in your blood?
Blood.
Water.
Blood.
It's
That's
blood.
We're gonna go back to Dune,
back to Dune now.
and they steal everybody's water. Remember that? They stick them with something and they pump out their water. That is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah,
so
and
crazy.
then when that dude lied
They
there,
take
and,
their
she,
water.
Yeah.
when he was like, "Oh, it's not for drinking; it's for
Yeah.
For a
cooling
there's
system."
too many chemicals
Yeah.
in their water. Yeah.
And
Well, it was
then
really
Right.
gross when she was like sick and he was like, keep it in.
Don't let it out.
Keep that in.
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
That's
I'm fine.
gross.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Bleh.
But
Girl, you're pregnant. You're not fine.
She ain't.
Don't
Yeah, right?
lie.
I
Don't
feel
lie.
it. Nice. That's actually one of my favorite movies.
There's another barf scene too in the helicopters when the
Yeah, yeah.
The
The white dude.
Wait, I
We
don't
get racist over here.
He's a,
The white
Jeez,
dude.
man.
No, what?
it's like that fucking white guy with
the pale guy. The pale guy.
Colonizer over here.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
was like
I
a
love
call.
Colin White.
what was that race of people in that movie? Do you remember?
The
Harkonnen.
Harkonnen, yeah.
Harkonnen.
Harkonnen, yeah. That guy, he threw up in the because they
He
were.
was nervous. He was
He
scared.
was so nervous. Yeah,
He
it was
knew
crazy.
what the Bene Gesserit was.
What's even worse is his throw up looked white.
It
Yeah,
did.
That is so weird. Like, why?
I feel like both of those barf scenes were not necessary.
No,
They didn't add
they did not.
anything to
No,
the
don't
story.
get me wrong.
I don't-
I get why she barfed
I feel like
and
the
why
Colin
he
one
wanted
was
her to
better
hold
than
it in.
that one because
I would
it was
agree.
like keep your water in. Also,
Sure.
she's
Yeah,
pregnant. That one's
Kinda.
more validated. The other one, you're right. It doesn't really
You
add
ever do-
anything.
The other one was
You- I
just
got you, I
gross.
got you.
Oh, thank you.
Add anything.
It's just some fucking white guy barfing
You
all
can-
over.
Just a fucking.
This colonizer's sick or something.
Now, the biggest thing for
They
me,
were really colonizers
I
too
love
in
Colin
the
White
movie.
being colonized. I
the
think it's
biggest thing for
hilarious.
me in that
Street
whole
viewer,
movie,
Singular, don't get mad. I'm white.
the biggest thing for me in the whole movie, great movie. Don't get me wrong, great movie. Love the movie. That was not a part for Chris Walker.
Who's Chris Walker?
Oh my gosh.
The high priestess guy,
Christopher Walken, the Emperor.
the emperor. Yeah.
Oh, the big fat guy.
No.
No.
At the end,
The Emperor.
The Ridley
emperor.
one where he was like, I'll marry your daughter.
That guy.
The
That
other-
guy's real name is Christopher Walken, and he is an iconic actor.
He's a little Nicky's dad, isn't he?
Stop.
No,
Yes, he is.
no, he's
That
not.
De Niro?
That's
Who's that?
No.
he was on Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, you're so stinky. You're so stinky.
Oh shit!
I don't remember.
Name?
I don't remember Little Nicky well enough.
Oh fuck! It isn't. It's Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel.
Keitel.
Harvey Keitel. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
So Christopher Walken is known for lots of things. He was in James Bond movie. He was in Wayne's World 2. I don't know if you remember that, Jay. Such an iconic character.
I know Click.
Because-
He's in Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Batman Returns.
Because he has a certain voice.
He's in Joe Dirt.
Hairspray.
Joe Dirt.
Maybe
Yeah.
his best
Wait,
role.
wait.
The best role. He has such an iconic accent.
Oh, he's in the Jungle
Yeah.
He's
Book.
in everything. He's in everything. Look at
I think
him.
he's the Panther voice in the Jungle Book.
He's an
Ants,
iconic
he's
character.
in-
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at how many.
But-
It just keeps going.
But
What?
I gotta be
Wayne's
honest.
World.
He wasn't the part for that.
Wow.
that was not a good part for him to play.
No.
Shows.
Because the entire time I kept thinking of back to Joe Dirt. Every time he spoke, I was
Joe
like
Dirt.
thinking of his character of Joe Dirt.
Wow.
And in Joe Dirt, I don't know if you know this, but
Yeah.
you ever watched Joe Dirt?
Yeah.
In Joe Dirt, he plays a mob boss who is redistributed to this little town in wherever that was,
No.
and his wife got shot like numerous times and whatnot. And he has these little things like, you're talking to my guy all wrong, the wrong tone. Do it again. I'll stab you in the face with Saturday. He had this again. The accent is iconic.
This is like
Wrong part.
He has a
Like
specific
2000.
kind of presence.
Yes.
Like I think
This
about
is
him
like
in
2000.
his role in Pulp Fiction
And do like
with the gold watch.
Yeah, I would agree with
This is
that.
like 2000.
But Dune,
Oh no.
I was in tears.
and he's kind of he's old now. Like he comes walking in his way in his little grandma dress, you know, and like
Dragostea Dinte. What?
Yeah, and
it just takes you out of the movie.
it really just it kind of. I'm not saying it took me out of the movie, but it
took
made
me out.
It made me realize that was not the best part. That should have been the fuck. I'd have been okay with the Harvey cartel. Honestly, I would have been
Anybody.
fucking Gandalf the Grey. You know what I mean? I would have been good with anybody else
J-pop.
that had
Even
a
better.
normal
Than
voice,
J-pop.
except for Chris Walker. So,
We
what's
love your
happening?
90s J-pop.
I like this shit. I just wanna
It's
say-
so good.
Nice.
I love it.
You're welcome.
This song brings me back to like parties at my grandparents' house back in like 2005. Like just yeah, dude. I remember just grilling
Pretty
out.
sure I was selling so many drugs in 2005.
I was probably like 7.
No, I was. Was I selling drugs? I don't know.
I was pooping.
You was pooper?
I was a 5-year-old.
What was I doing in 2005? Was I in
20
college?
years.
Just pooping.
I might have been
I
in
just
college.
pooping like a 5-year-old.
I might have been in college in 2005.
My birthday's
Well,
August.
I think it was my
We're going to
freshman year of
kindergarten
college.
child next year. I didn't make the cutoff, so I had to go when I was 6.
You were just
so
pooping?
I was just pooping out.
Yeah, because I went to college for a couple of years at Montana State University Billings, and
Do you want to get more?
do you want? Oh shit! There's
8:30.
liquor in there.
I know, but I want the Jack Daniels.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants the Jack Daniels.
Oh. Shit. If it's late enough and that's all that's left.
Are you gonna take shots of Jack Daniels?
You guys got Coke?
There's Coke Zero.
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free?
First,
Sugar-free.
do you wanna go get some drinks first?
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I have a
I'd
beer.
send you with my
Because
debit
this-
card to get some Crown.
This one,
Do you wanna?
this one is only at the one by
By Jesse's?
King Supers. Yeah, Harmony, King Supers, Buffalo Wild Wings, King Super there.
No, this one is at Jesse's.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right here.
Yeah,
What about the one by the 7-Eleven?
they don't have it.
They don't have it.
Oh, them sons of bitches.
I know them sons of bitches.
We were looking there last time for these.
I
for
did
her.
look.
Yeah. Do you want a bottle of a whiskey?
I don't know, Jay. Would you take a shot?
Would you take a shot, Dad?
If you want to put me to sleep, for real, yeah.
Dad's like, go to bed.
Maybe I want you to sleep for 34 hours. So you want to drink some
that'll-
weed?
that'll-
Yeah, we need
Drink
some
some
weed.
weed.
Some weed for that.
You know, I was actually talking about this. Like, I thought about doing the gummies and things because I have a hard time sleeping
Yeah.
for some odd reason. What would be good?
I would recommend you just get, if you go into the marijuana dispensary, ask them for any brand of the gummies.
For sleep.
Indica. That's for sleep. Indica gummies.
Indica.
Indica or
And
for
they'll
sleep.
set you up. I promise. Any of them are good. Any of them.
Indica
They are
or
all the
for
same
sleep.
thing.
It's gummies.
They're gummies. I would
I
do
know, I-
gummies because you can do the.
Come on,
Okay,
I'll
with
tell you,
a-
smoke
with
some
a-
shit.
with a pill?
Is
You wanna
indica
smoke
what
some
was
shit?
in those Rice Krispie treats?
Most likely.
If you want to smoke some shit, you have to get
I
like a
mostly
very
do
very
indica.
heavy indica, like
It's
a
Indica.
OG Kush
Indica.
with
Indica.
Sativa
Indica.
is the one that's.
Let's see.
I need to try that kind.
Do you
Sativa?
want
Yeah.
want us to go get you some tomorrow?
No, I'm not saying get it for you tomorrow. I'm just thinking about what I want to try. Yeah.
Gummies?
Indica
All-
gummies,
all
sleep
the-
gummies.
So I want to try this probably like on a Friday where I'm sober,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then eat some before bed or smoke some before bed, whatever, and then see how long I sleep. And if I can wake up to an alarm.
Try it on the weekend.
Yeah, that's what I wanna do, is try it on the
because you can really measure your dosage with the gummies, and with smoking you really can't measure your dosage.
You should also probably get 1-to-1 gummies in case your body can't break down THC just on its own. Because my body can't. 'Cause
So it'll be
I-
THC
yeah,
and
and
CBD.
CBD. Because when I eat edibles that are only THC,
Back in the day, when I sold weed,
You mean dirt weed?
you mean
Ditchweed.
Ditchweed.
Yeah.
ditch weed,
Swag.
and,
Hey.
and
Swag.
people
Swag.
Stoner grandpa.
people
called it
made
dirt
good
weed. I
money,
don't know about
paid good money for
It's
this
called
shit.
For some swag.
It wasn't called swag. It was just called weed.
Not yet.
There was no actual name
For swag?
for weed. It was just weed. You know, when I was selling it, I would I'd make joints and
Freeze a doobie.
I would. It probably was.
I was just kidding.
But I would sell joints for $5 a joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would have dime bags. I would
Yeah.
quarter bags. I
Oh,
would,
yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. There was never the different names. Never the different names. It
Really?
was just weed.
So to me, what's crazy to me is when I started smoking weed, it was just like it was a couple years after the DEA started cracking down.
First of
on
all,
the
Mom, I love you. Apologies. Yes, I was weird when I was young. Good.
Wow.
when I started
weird.
smoking weed, it was right when like the DEA was starting to crack down on like on
My
growers
mother
and
does
everything.
not know this life about that
Theo's mom.
yeah.
Who's a bad kid.
He's a great kid. He's a great kid. My dad's a great kid. My
Yeah.
dad.
I mean, I don't think she'd know I almost got stabbed once.
Also, apparently he's got like a billion kids.
Yeah, he's got like 15, 20 kids.
Holy shit, really? Come on.
Okay, 10.
15.
I don't have any kids except for one.
He's disowning his kid. He just said he doesn't have any kids.
And I'm not the one.
That was the
he's talking about.
wrong way to say it. I have one kid. I have no other kids. Although I was afraid that I
That you
ended
know
up
of.
having. Yeah.
He doesn't know of them.
I gotta be honest. I see them all over. All the time.
Oh
All
man.
the time.
Yeah. Could be. It's a possibility. Are we still going?
Yeah.
Okay. When do you want to? How long do we want to go?
I don't know.
How long do we have?
We've got 47 minutes now.
Well, let's make it a full hour. See what happens.
Cool.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get somebody to watch.
Somebody will.
No to the
We
show.
had one viewer.
Do you guys do it on Twitch too?
What's Twitch?
I'm gonna get you guys situated.
Okay.
You guys
I was
have-
trying to get on OBC or OBS. I can't stream. I can record and stream at the same time, but I can't stream
to multiple.
to multiple things at the
It
same
doesn't give you. So that's why you need Streamlabs OBS. That's why you need Slobs. It's that one. That little icon is
Slobs.
white and gray, right? Or gray and black.
Yeah.
The Slobs one is it's green and black. Let me see if I can find it. Boom. Right. And it's the same thing as that, but this one has like a bunch of it has you can.
Streaming capabilities.
Yeah, it has more streaming capabilities. You can get like little overlays on it already. This
Really?
is how this is how I stream on Facebook and Twitch every night.
Oh, okay.
And you can stream on multiple.
Yeah.
Facebook and
So
Twitch.
I don't know how I was telling you guys last time. I don't know how I did it because when I logged in and I started doing it, it automatically gave me the option to sign into my Facebook and Twitch and start streaming automatically. But I guess you have to pay for that. I guess you have to pay for the multiple stream outputs to different.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by nobody right now.
We have no
Yeah.
sponsors.
We have no
So
sponsors. Yeah.
She probably sponsors streaming on State Nights.
Sponsored by Bethany Bramble. Figure that out.
The biggest grin. They're like,
Hi.
no, but I'll help you guys look into that. I'll help you guys get set up with that. Cause
That'd be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I wish we could live stream on YouTube and Facebook
Right.
and record.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be
I
nice.
think you should do Instagram Live.
Twitter or
Can
Instagram.
you not,
Instagram Live?
Can you not just with the stream key from Streamlabs putting it into the YouTube?
He said he can do YouTube. He can't do Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
No, because YouTube is like I can go live through YouTube Studio, and maybe I could do it that way, but I can't broadcast it from OBS
To YouTube and
to YouTube and
okay.
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
That's-
record. I can have a record going, and I can have a stream going, but just one stream.
Yeah.
And like
So-
we have fiber internet.
So when I
could
say
upload.
so right here, see on Streamlabs when it says go live, it says go live with your Streamlabs. Oh, with Twitch, YouTube, X, Facebook, TikTok. What is that?
Troll, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll make an account on that.
Yeah,
thing.
I get a Streamlabs OBS account, and then
Yeah.
I'd see
Yeah.
Let me see if I can sign in and see. If,
But it costs them. How much does it cost to do?
that's what I'm gonna try and find out. Oh man, I don't even know my Streamlabs.
You gotta think.
This is a hobby We're not trying.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, everybody. We're just having fun. If you don't agree or disagree with any of the things we say, you don't have to watch. We just are having fun. We cook steak, we drink some beers, and having a great time. I hope you guys watch. If somebody does want to sponsor us, great, but that's not our goal. Our goal is we just enjoy doing this stupid shit that we do on a weekend. Yeah, and it's fun. It's really just fun. The more viewers, great, awesome. But
We're
there's
already
really no moral to this.
we're already up to 4, so
Woo!
we're going
Fuck yeah.
places.
We're going.
Watch out, Joe Rogan.
Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
I don't even know my Streamlabs ID.
He got Joe Rogan, like his Spotify contract was up, and like he renewed with Spotify, but part of his new contract is that he can be on YouTube also again. So Joe Rogan's back on YouTube, and like his first podcast that was back on there, I saw it pretty soon after it dropped, and it already had like 5 million.
Holy
like,
shit.
yeah, he gets like millions and millions of views.
That's the dream?
Just YouTube,
That's the dream?
plus whatever's on
yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah, that's
Many millions.
That's an awesome goal, but to be honest, I don't give a shit if we get there or not. What I do give a shit is we just have fun, have a good time.
I'm glad if we got 4.
Steak,
man. That's
steak
awesome.
Saturday. We eat a delicious steak that I cook
Yeah.
because I love cooking, and have some Avalanche or some Fat Tire, and
That's so weird.
if Odell's wants to sponsor us because we're drinking their beer, that'd be great. If Breckenridge Brewing wants to sponsor us because we're drinking their beer, great.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out to Breckenridge Brewery. That fucking Avalanche Ale is actually damn good.
They have a few
Right?
good.
I know. It must
I probably should research this a little bit more because I really like that. I like a good amber ale
Don't sign up. Don't sign up.
because it's not really heavy. It's not super light. It's actually quite good. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what's happening? Are we sending you guys to the liquor store or what's happening?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna take your crown and get you some crown.
What about you?
I don't care about Crown at all.
There's
You're
Jack
not gonna
Daniels.
have a
in there.
whiskey. Whiskey's way better.
I guess would you? If I
Sure.
okay, fuck.
Sure.
Now we're doing it.
I said sure.
Hey, you know what? If you get buzzed up, we are not going to the bar, and I'm not singing karaoke.
Oh,
Famous last word.
Oh, look at
Famous
that!
last
Look at that!
words. Do you want
We'll
that?
see.
that's a
Or
fucking
the-
deal. That's a fucking deal.
I feel like Theo wants the apple crown.
Let's have a little break moment.
No, sometimes. Well, welcome back, everybody. We took a minute to kind of collect our thoughts and think about life and, contemplate life via stuff
And whatnot.
and whatnot. Yeah. I'm having such a good time tonight.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Good times. Great
Yeah.
oldies.
Great oldies. I mean, we're listening to Little John right now. I don't have any more Avalanche. I drank it up. I apologize. But there was Fat Tire. There's actually a lot of Fat Tire.
Okay.
There's a lot. For all of you that don't know, we sent the kids out to get Crown Royal Apple, I think. That's what I told them to grab. I hope they grab that. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Crown Royal is delicious, by the way. I don't know why, but it's so good. Would you say that's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Really? Out of all the rums and different things, all the whiskeys and brandies or whatever the hell you've had in your life, that's the best one?
Yes.
Really?
I think so. It's a Canadian whiskey.
It is.
It's flavored.
Yep.
It's good.
Sorry. Goodness. So we were talking outside when we were doing our normal thing that we do, and we talked about doing a good 40 to 50 minute a good 40 to 50 minute podcast, and then we take a break, and then we come back and say, we're done. See you guys next time.
Yeah. We have a habit of doing that.
We kind of have a habit of doing that. So with that, I think we should end this podcast.
In the spirit of doing
In the
that,
spirit of doing that.
having a long break and then coming back and ending the podcast.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
I guess, I mean, we talked about a good week. We had a good week. A lot of random things happened this week, controversial and otherwise. Work week, it was fun. It was a good time. We did do some work. Personally, we went to Dune 2. For me, 8 times. We figured that Christopher Walken was not good for that role.
No.
Whatsoever.
No.
I love, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Christopher Walken is a bad actor. I'm just saying that specific role.
Iconic actor.
Iconic, yeah. That specific role
that was
not for him.
That's not where it's at.
No. That was the casting agency needs to do a better job in that regard. Everybody else, though, was pretty epic. I got to be honest. Everybody else in the whole film was pretty epic. I liked it. I was okay with the entire cast, except for Christopher Walken. Only because he has such an iconic voice. Like, yeah, it's kind of a thing. Anyway, otherwise, not much else going on in the week. We had some good times, and Steak Saturday was such a success. It was good steak, actually. I'm very
delicious.
proud of that steak.
Yeah.
Most times I'm very critiqued of the steak, and yes, for me, it might have been a bit too salty, but it was still a damn good steak.
You are your own biggest critic. I
Right.
think.
And so yeah, the kind of I think that finishes up right there. Do you have anything to add?
Special thanks to Nobody for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not against sponsors. I want to say that. If anybody wants to sponsor us, you're more than welcome.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. And
Subscribe.
Follow and subscribe. Again, we're on TikTok. We're on X. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Are we on Instagram? I don't even know.
I think we are through our Facebook page.
I think
but-
you're right, yeah. And, they're just essentially the same company. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so follow us. Give us a like. Say a comment. Something. And if you want us to talk about something specific, feel free to hit us up in the comment section and say hello. So, yeah. It's good to see everybody. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We'll see you